Princess Sofia skipped through the garden. The sun was warm and the birds sang sweetly. Sofia loved her home in Enchantia. It was a magical place. Sofia stopped by a fountain and touched the amulet of Avalor around her neck. The amulet glowed and Sofia smiled. It always held surprises. The amulet pulsed with light and the fountain water bubbled. Sofia gasped as a swirling portal opened in the fountain. Where would it lead? Sofia, ever brave, knew she had to see. She reached out and touched the portal. The world dissolved into a dizzying swirl of colors. Sofia tumbled through the portal and landed softly on green grass. She looked around and everything was different. Gone were the flowing lines of Enchantia. This world was made of blocks. The trees, the grass, even the animals were blocky and pixelated. Sofia touched the amulet. "Where am I?" she whispered. The amulet glowed softly, but no answer came. Sofia was alone. But Sofia was not afraid. She was a princess of Enchantia. She was brave and kind. She would find her way. Sofia began to explore. She saw strange creatures. Blocky sheep grazed in the fields. Pigs snorted and chickens clucked. A cow mooed softly. The sun began to set, painting the blocky sky in shades of orange and pink. Sofia knew she needed shelter. She found a village nearby. The villagers were surprised to see her. They had never met anyone from beyond their world. They welcomed her warmly. Sofia smiled. Even though everything was different, kindness was the same everywhere. She was glad to have found friends. Sofia quickly learned about this new world called Minecraft. She learned to use her hands to break blocks and gather resources. She helped the villagers gather wood and stone. She helped them build new houses and tend to their crops. The villagers were grateful for her help. One day, a young villager named Steve approached Sofia. He told her about a terrible danger. A fearsome dragon, the Ender Dragon, threatened their world. Sofia's heart filled with courage. She knew she had to help. She promised Steve she would do everything she could to defeat the dragon. Steve explained that the Ender Dragon lived in a distant land called the End. It was a dangerous place, full of strange creatures and treacherous landscapes. Sofia, Steve, and a group of brave villagers set out on their journey. They traveled through dark forests and across vast deserts. They battled monstrous spiders and eerie skeletons. Sofia used her quick thinking and bravery to overcome each challenge. She even discovered that her amulet held a special magic in this blocky world. With a touch, she could craft tools and weapons. She could even heal herself and her friends. Sofia realized her amulet was more powerful than she ever imagined. Finally, they reached the end. It was a dark and desolate place filled with eerie purple light, and in the center, perched atop a tall obsidian tower, was the Ender Dragon. The dragon was massive, with scales as black as night and eyes that burned with purple fire. It roared, a sound that shook the very ground beneath their feet. The battle was long and dangerous. The Ender Dragon attacked with fiery breath and razor-sharp claws, but Sofia and her friends fought bravely. Sofia used her amulet to craft powerful arrows that pierced the dragon's defenses. She healed her friends when they were injured, and she never gave up hope. Finally, with a mighty blow from Steve's enchanted sword, the Ender Dragon was defeated. It let out a deafening roar and exploded into a shower of purple light. The villagers cheered. They were safe at last. They showered Sofia and Steve with hugs and thanks. Sofia felt a pang of sadness. She missed her home. She touched her amulet. It pulsed warmly, understanding her wish. A shimmering portal opened, identical to the one in the fountain. It was time to go home. Sofia hugged Steve and the villagers goodbye. She promised to never forget them or their adventures together. Sofia stepped back into the portal. The world swirled around her once more. When she opened her eyes, she was back in the garden of Enchantia. The sun was still shining. The birds were still singing. Everything seemed the same. But Sofia was different. She had faced her fears and overcome incredible challenges. She had learned the true meaning of bravery and the importance of helping others. She had made true friends in a world completely different from her own, and she had discovered a hidden strength within herself, a strength that came from kindness and courage. Sofia touched the amulet of Avalor. It glowed softly, a reminder of the magical adventure she had experienced. She knew she would carry the lessons she learned in her heart forever. The world was full of surprises, both wonderful and challenging. But Sofia was ready for anything. She was a princess of Enchantia, and she had the courage to face any adventure that came her way. Sofia smiled. She couldn't wait to see what magic the world held for her next.